Hello, critter protectors. Mr. Jim here, and welcome to Kids Animal Stories, a place where there's always a mystery and adventure around every single corner. If you love critters of all shapes and sizes, I need you on our Critter Protector team. Join our adventure as we learn about critters from around the world and in our backyards. Well, my friends, are you ready for today's adventure? Me too, let's go! On the last episode, we saw that Bear and the Barracuda had just discovered an amazingly and surprising critter hanging out on the far side of the coral reef. And this super amazing critter was actually another Barracuda, just like Baron. Baron was so used to venturing and hunting all on his own, he was still a little bit shocked. He actually was in the presence of another one of his kind. And that wasn't even like the craziest part. This new friend that he just met, Arlie, she was talking about being a part of a family, being a part of a school of Barracudas. It sounded interesting to Baron, but he wasn't exactly sure what that meant. But he was kind of done being alone, and so he blurted it out. "Can I come with you and meet your school?" he asked Arlie. Arlie seemed quite nice and had introduced herself, but Baron hadn't even thought about it much before he blurted out that big question. It was a little strange of a request for having just met someone, but Baron so badly just wanted some friends. "Alright, I didn't even know how lonely I really was." It seemed like forever, even though it was just a second or two, and Arlie responded, Sure." She didn't seem to be too shocked by the question. "We've actually had a lot of other Barracudas join our school throughout the year. Some stay, some don't. I guess we aren't so good at being solitary after all," she said with a little giggle. Yeah, I guess you're right." Baron and Arlie made some more small talk, and they talked about their favorite foods and their record swimming speed. Baron was excited to share that he once clocked at 36 miles per hour. Holy smokes, that's fast. Arlie also told Baron a bit more about the school. "So there's Dominic. He's a little grumpy, but he'll warm up to you, don't worry. Inez is a bit shy, but really smart. She loves to lead our hunts. And Cosmo, he's the school clown. He'll do absolutely the best, most hilarious things, and it always makes you laugh." Baron loved hearing about everyone. He was actually getting excited. As they got closer and closer to where the school was, he thought about what he'd say and which fin he'd use to wave. He started to get a little nervous. Which fin am I supposed to wave with? Is it this one or that one? And I should probably start practicing. Hi there. No. Hello? I'm Baron. I have to sound chipper, but strong, but caring and funny. Baron was overthinking the whole thing a little bit, and they were going to be there very soon. Have you ever felt nervous about, maybe meeting some people for the first time? Like maybe going to school on the first day and you kind of wonder, like, what do I say? Or you see some kids sitting over at the lunch table and you're not exactly sure how to start the conversation? Yeah, that is what Baron is feeling right now. There they are. Hey guys, I'm back, and I have someone new. Arlie was cut off. Everyone in the school was waving their fins and motioning like something super urgent. What in the world? Arlie said to Baron. At this very moment, both friends spotted it. A great white shark. A great white shark was swimming closely, just very sneakily above them. Arlie, did you bring me into a trap? What do we do? Baron whispered. No, this is not a trap. Arlie quickly looked around her for somewhere to take cover, and then she saw it. There was a small bunch of rocks close to the bottom of the ocean floor. If they were quick enough, they might just make it down there in time to save themselves. Baron, quick, below you. Arlie glanced down and without any hesitation, both fish dashed down. The great white saw them and started swimming after them. Go, Arlie, Baron, hurry! Whoosh. It all happened so fast. But don't worry, they made it. Phew, are you okay, Baron? Arlie was out of breath. I think so. Baron tried to catch his breath too. They waited down there for hours, hoping that the rest of the school was able to find shelter as well. When they knew, without a shadow of a doubt, that that great white had moved on, they slowly and cautiously ventured out of hiding towards the area Arlie's school had been. Cosmo! Dominic! Inez! Arlie called out shyly for her family, and just before panicking that they'd all been eaten, all three poked their heads out from a very similar hiding spot. It came up from a slightly larger pile of rocks. Arlie, you okay? Inez, who was usually super quiet, was overjoyed. We thought we lost you there, Dominic said. Yeah, we thought you were shark stew for sure. Cosmo tried to lighten the mood. Guys, this is Baron. I met him back at the reef. He's a new friend of ours, just now joining the school. They all introduced themselves and welcomed him with open fins. After all, he'd been with Arlie during one of the scariest encounters their school had ever had. Baron thought back on the crazy events of the past day, from solo exploring to making an unexpected friend, then encountering a great white shark of all things. He was happy to have that one behind him. But most of all, he was now really happy to have real friends who would become like his family. He knew there would be many more adventures ahead with him, and he was so ready to do them with his friends. Wow, isn't that so great to have good friends to do things with? Yeah, things can be fun to do by yourself, but there's a lot of things that are just way more fun to do together. I'm sure we're going to hear about some more crazy adventures about Baron and his new friends. The end. Hey, great job. You listened all the way to the end. Hey, thank you so much for writing your 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts. That means so much. I'm reading through one. It says, my 5-year-old daughter, Olive, loves this series. She listens every day while she colors and draws pictures. That's awesome. She would love if you could tell a story about her as a unicorn. Yes, I love it. I love unicorns. And guess what? We are starting a new project very soon that will be Unicorn Bedtime Stories, a collection of only unicorn stories because that has been very popular with our listeners. So keep an eye out for that. Well, friends, I hope you all have a super-duper day, and I will see you on our next adventure. Bye!